What's up, guys? Today I wanted to run through some numbers on different generations of people and see what everyone thinks about a question that I have, which is, what would you define as millennials versus Gen Z? So, I've been researching on the internet to find as much as I could for concrete dates and definitions for different generations. The definition of a generation is all people born and living at about the same time, and generally in a 20 to 30 year period. So, whenever you start looking up as far back as the Greatest Generation, it spanned about 25, it was actually 26 years from 1901 to 1927. So the generation following the Greatest Generation would be the Silent Gen, which was roughly 17 years from 28 to 45, 1928 to 1945. Now, following the Silent Generation, you would have what was called the Baby Boomers. A lot of us have grown up with being our parents or friends' parents. Now, the Baby Boomers generation would typically fall in roughly a 20-year period. It's about 18 years from 1946 to 1964, followed by Gen X, which would have been 1965 to 1980. And this is where it starts to get a little bit fuzzy because the years are starting to shorten up to about half of the 30-year mark, and we start seeing a lot more around the mark of 15 years. So we get into millennials, which are typically believed to have been from the end of Gen X, so 1981, until roughly 1996. And then what most people believe for Gen Z being from 97 to about 2012. So the real question that I'm wondering is, with the discussions of the Xennial or Zennial generation, the one that they call the Oregon Trail generation, has been mentioned that the Xennial generation was hit the hardest by the 2008 recession with, astronomical student loan debt and job loss. What I'm wondering is, what do you guys think? Have we shortened the generations up too much? Going off the definition, it's anywhere from 20 to 30 years of a group of people born and living about the same time. And as you can see just from the numbers, you get up to Generation X, and that's the beginning of about a 15-year period, and that trend carries on the whole way up to today. So should we combine those four generations from Gen X to Gen Z and call them two generations, or do we split it? I mean, that's 60 years. It could be three generations. 60 divided by 20 would be three 20-year generations. Just curious as to what you guys' thoughts are, how you would group that up, and what are your thoughts? What are the names? I haven't even looked up the name of this current generation. What I would assume would start, like I said, about 2013, and we're about halfway through all of the people who will be born in that generation, if it was 15 years. So, I mean, should we have another name for halfway generations? Just curious about what you guys think. As always, leave a comment, hit the like, hit subscribe. I'd like to chat it up with anybody and see what they think. And like I said yesterday, if you want any free stocks, my Webull is in the link, my Robinhood is in the link, and if you're into crypto, I use BlockFi for my investing with crypto, and I think that's it. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. I think we should just shorten them up to at least 20 years, if not 30 years. I don't see where history ended up taking it from 30 years almost down to 15 years and cut it in half. I mean, it doesn't even fall in the definition anymore, so. Alright guys, let me know what you think. I'll see you tomorrow.